Was this a potentially a good win that turned into a bad loss?
Anytime you lose a game the way we lost tonight, it was definitely spoiled. But you got to give credit when credit is due. You got to play well for 48 minutes against those guys. They've come back from 18 down, 17 down. They keep firing, and they got Jokic out there who's he's a big fella to handle, and we just got to be prepared. And they were making shots, but that run towards the end of the third, I think it's just staying locked in just throughout the playoffs and those specific possessions that matter, having a 2-point lead going into the fourth. But things happen, and you got to be able to weather the storm, and we just got to take our lessons and move on from this.
Kyrie, when you see a guy like Isaiah Thomas come back, what does it mean to players who are here to see a guy come back and get the reception he did from the fans as a former Celtic?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, we all understand that personal emotions and business really don't mix, especially in the NBA. You have a plan where you would like to stay somewhere, and then the organization moves in another direction, and we respect all those guys who are in the top positions to make those decisions. But you could just see that the connection that guys have with fans that they build in the community, stick with them for the rest of their careers, and the fans support them for the rest of their careers as well, for the most part at least. So it's just awesome. It's well documented what he's done here. And, for me, it's a unique position because I'm the one who got traded for him. So, I just want to see him do well. We got drafted at the same year. He's dealt with a lot of BS in his career, just trying to be the underdog all the time instead of getting the opportunity he deserves. And Boston gave him that opportunity. He flourished. And unfortunately, he had that hip injury. And but he'll be back at the top of his game in no time. And you don't ever got to worry about a talented guy like that finding a job in the NBA and making an impact somewhere. So.
Kyrie, what are the biggest improvements you want to see your team make defensively in the last 12 games?
Just our focus level has to be at an even higher level, especially out there when they're running specific plays over and over again. We have schemes that we want to do, that we want to execute out there. We just have to do it at a very high level. And in order to win a championship, you have to do that every single time down, or as much as you can. But the most consistent team usually wins.
Kyrie, you guys go through slumps in the NBA. Marcus Morris just came out of one, and it seems like Jason Tatum is in one right now. What do you guys do as a team to kind of support somebody going through something like this?
Well, you just got to keep giving them opportunities, and the next shot is not the game-winning shot. You got to really think of it like that. You just got to keep shooting, keep firing, and take the shots that are open. And you don't want to overthink it, but when your shot's not going down, you can tend to overthink it, and that's natural for any athlete. So you just want to give them confidence, keep giving them support. But slumps overrated. You got to get FGAs up to get FGMs. That's my motto. So keep shooting them until you make it.
Would you also say the way you guys are playing down the stretch is more important than wherever you might finish in the standings?
Well, down the stretch, our offense is going to be what it's going to be. The ball's going to be in my hands. I'm going to be coming off pick and rolls, making decisions, in transition, pushing the basketball, pushing the pace. It's just, what can we do to eliminate getting in that position down the stretch all the time where we feel like we have to make up ground? That's when we can play that way, but we don't want to play that way every single game. When you have a 5-point lead with 3 minutes left to go, you can manage the game pretty well. 2-point game's a little bit different, but 5 and plus, you can manage it very well for the rest of the game and just run sets that worked because you know what has worked to get that lead. So, it's just basketball IQ and maturity. So we're getting there, though.
Thank you, Kyrie. Thanks, Darren.